Hi, welcome to First Gear. I'm your host, David Fedor. We're here today at Smail Motor Cars in Greensburg, PA. We're going to review and test drive a Mercedes-Benz. Thing is, I'm not a salesman. I'm not a car guy. I know as much about cars as a regular person off the street. So we're going to go in, me and you, we're going to explore this vehicle. We're going to push the buttons, look for the secret compartments, and have some fun. Salesman, at the end, if we have any questions, we'll be able to ask him to explain some things better. So let's go see what they have for us today.
Hey there, Dave.
Good to see you, sir.
So this is the Mercedes-Benz GLE SUV for 2017. This was a brand new car last year, hasn't even been out an entire year yet. Features some awesome features like heated and cooled cup holders, a panorama sunroof, has the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay integration. This particular one even features things like a heated steering wheel, has an exclusive diamond white paint, and check out the dynamic contouring seats with an active massaging feature. You can give yourself a massage while you're on your drive as well. So.
All right, awesome, man. I appreciate it.
Here's the keys, man.
All right, awesome. Can't wait. Let's go. All right, so before we jump in and take a look at the stuff inside, because I really want to check out those massage chairs, let's first just do a quick pass around the exterior and take a look at some of these features. The first thing I noticed when Anthony was pulling up and driving up was the grille on the front, how it's very open, it has a lot of air in there. We got the three-pointed star, but everything is nice and open. And then I noticed these lights moving as well inside there. This is going to be something I'm going to ask Anthony more about because I swear I saw them shifting a little bit. So I want to get more information about that. We're coming down the driver's side. See the nice step-up running boards here. Help you on your way inside and out of the vehicle if you need an extra step up. And very attractive wheels. Nice black and silver with the logo, and then even on the brake pad or the brakes here inside it says Mercedes in there. One of those cool small details. Coming around the back, very clean, very simple. Chrome on that tailgate here. I like this extra detail. And then the passenger side of the vehicle, much of the same. We have the gas on the passenger side. Oh, wow. Oh. All right, so there's a lot going on here, but we're going to start on the door, work our way in. We're going to take a look here. It's very nice detail on the wood trim here. Nice padded armrest with some stitching. We can see the lock, unlock, the door controls, but also on here on the door is the controls for the seats. So we could go back and forth, control your lumbar support, even the headrest, all from here. And then has 3 different memory settings, so you can position it for different drivers. We have the mirror controls, the window controls, and then also your tailgate button is here on the door compartment for your cup holders and things. If you look over the running board, there's also another one of those nice details that you don't see too often in too many other cars. Is this Mercedes-Benz detail right on the inside of the door as you're stepping in. And let's take a look at these seats. Very soft, very nice leather seats. Looks like there's some perforations in this leather. There's probably some heating for heated seats and things like that. And then a nice stitching going around. Anthony mentioned that it has a massage feature. It's definitely something we're going to play around with and find out, because this whole test drive, I'm going to be getting a massage. So we'll start off here with your lights. It has your lighting controls, parking brake, and things over here with the vent coming over. We have, looks like windshield wiper controls on this one. Looks like you have your electronic, this is moving the steering wheel with the tilt wheel and retractable wheel. Down here, there's, looks off, on, resume, accelerate, decelerate. So this would be, I believe, cruise control. So we could confirm that while we're doing our test drive. We're looking up here at the steering wheel itself. Nice wood trim on the wheel with some padded accents here on the side, and your thumb controls. This is going to be your menus for navigation, and then also with your phone and volume controls over here. We have the paddles on the back with a plus and a minus, so this is going to be some manual shifting capabilities. And then on this side, on the right, we have your gear shift. So we have the reverse, neutral, reverse goes up, drive goes down, park is pushed there. We have another wood finish trim, engine start stop button right there. So we have our display here that's currently off because we don't have the car running. We'll play around with that during the test drive. But we have our other vents on either side, and then your main display here in the middle with your navigation settings, your telephone settings, your media, radio. We have your pin pad controls over here. Heated seats controls, hazard brakes, working our way down here to the climate controls with your heating and your air conditioning. And it looks like it has dual zones as well, so maybe for each side you could have different settings. A compartment down here to store some things. Be a nice place for your phone. Then, something I'm excited about, we have a compartment down here. So let's see what's in here. All right, so these are the cup holders that Anthony was telling us about. Looks like we have the controls. He said that it controlled both heating and cooling for your cups. So, and then the one side is a little bit larger than the other. So you have a variety of sizes, so your cups aren't going to be bouncing around. And then you could heat and control. What we got here looks like another, cigarette lighter and an ashtray and your cup. That's awesome. That is very exciting. Moving down the console, we have your touchpad to control the things that you see on your screen. And then to the right of that, we have different settings, different driving settings, individual, sport, comfort. Looks like some winter conditions or some rocky terrain. So once we do our test drive, we'll go back and go through these and test out the different driving modes. All right, so now let's go back and check out this compartment here on the center console. Nice padded armrest, and it looks like it's split down the middle. So yep, you could open it like that. So you could open side by side and control. It has a nice deep center compartment and a shallow one here. There are 2 USB ports, looks like, down there to connect to have your power charging your phones. This comes out, so that's pretty sweet. And the thing that I like about this too is that it has the 2 doors to open at the top. So if you have your arm on this one, you could still get access and plug in your phone without interrupting the driver and having him move or her move their arm. So let's take a look up here. We have a couple other settings here for some lights, and then also the sunroof and the moonroof. So looks like there's even 2 up here as well. So we'll play around those when we're driving. Looks like there's a few buttons under here for the mirror. We'll test those out. That might be something that we're going to have to ask Anthony about. But then we also have a couple different controls for your emergency controls and some information as well. All right, let's take a all right. Before we get too far in here, let's start with the door. Got the nice wood trim. Looks like a speaker. Got some padded armrests, window controls, and the compartment. All right, now look at this guy over here on this back seat windows. We have a screen built in to the side here. So sometimes you see them built in here where you pull them up. This one pulls from the side. It's very neat. It's on a track, so you don't have to worry about getting one of those suction cup onto the window and then you can't put the window up and down. This gets built right in. So it's already tinted, but in addition to the tinted windows, it has that extra screen. Very neat. The speaker right here too. All right, who are we kidding? Let's take a look at this thing. That's awesome. So it looks like we have 2 screens, one on the back of each of the front seat drivers and passenger sides. So you got infotainment and entertainment for your back seat passengers. On the back also we have this netting for a nice pocket on the back of each of the seats, and some climate control settings and vents for your back passengers. Looks like more outlets down here. We got the 12-volt plug-ins and a compartment. Let's see what's in here. Oh, wow. All right. So that's not what I expected, but even cooler. I thought maybe it was a cup holder or like just some empty pocket, but no. This looks like that's where you play the DVDs for these guys with your input settings as well. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. The seats themselves also looks like they are leather with the controls, and it looks like they're perforated, and according to here, also heated seats. So you got heated seats in the passengers in the back. It looks like we could sit 3 across here with the middle section. Also coupling as another padded armrest with cup holders. And another moonroof, skyroof, sunroof. Nice sizable one too. It's really big. All right, let's take a look at the back. One touch, comes right up, powered. Very nice. Oh, wow. All right. Lots of room. Very soft carpet. Carpet on the walls as well. So that'll keep everything nicely secured with the tie downs and not scratching up and messing up your stuff. We have cargo net over here, and we have, it looks like a compartment over here. So if you're packing up and loading things in the back here, you don't want it rolling around, you can keep it on the side, you can put it in here. Let's pop this and see what we got going on under here. There's your spare tire. Nice big, with everything underneath there. And then it looks like there's a tonneau cover as well. Pulls down and locks in right there, super easy. So if you have things stored under here and the door closed, this will protect your things from people coming and being nebby. It looks like that would just pop out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We know what this is. We know what that is. Hello. So we have a little extra door here to come in between the cargo area and back here. So if we need to grab something, we can do that. That's neat. All right, so let's go into the back seats. We're gonna put these back seats down and check out the cargo area. So, all right, now Brian was so nice as to show me how this is done, because I wouldn't have been able to figure it out. This bench seat here, we have a little loop that we're gonna pull and flip these seats right up. I was able to do that with one finger. And then this latch on the side here folds everything straight down. Of course, this headrest has to be down first. The headrest down, and then this folds right down. So it's super easy. We're gonna put this headrest down, flip it, fold it down. Now these fold down completely flat. This guy comes out, and now you have all that cargo space available. It's quite impressive. How impressive, you might ask? That's about 9/10 of one day length long. So it's about 6 feet. Quite a lot of cargo space for us. I could just imagine taking this thing camping, laying down a sleeping bag back here, putting your feet up, looking at the stars, or watching a movie in case it's a cloudy night. It's the ultimate of luxury camping. Glamping, some people call that.
Nobody calls it that.
Everybody calls it that. Let's go on the road. All right, so we have our key fob in our hand, we have our foot on the brake, and we're gonna press, engine start, stop. Car starts right up, and you can see everything start to come alive on the dashboard and on your screen here in the center. The navigation, we have radio, we have media, we have the telephone, we have vehicle. If we go down here, we have destination, position, traffic, options. Now, you could see here, I'm using my finger on this pad here in the middle, kind of like when you have a laptop computer and you have that little section in the middle with the mouse. You could drag your finger around here and control the settings. Underneath here, there's also this wheel, and you could turn this wheel, and that also controls these settings. Massage, there it is. Activating massage. Start one, classic massage, mobilizing massage, or relaxing massage. Let's go with the relaxing massage. That's insane. Wow. I'm sitting on a massage chair right now. All right. Focus, Dave. This is a test drive. We're gonna kick this thing into drive. Well, let's get moving. So we have a car passing us on our left. The triangle goes red to let us know that there's somebody in our blind spot. So with somebody there in the blind spot, if we put on our turn signal, it beeps at us to let us know not to change lanes, that there's somebody in the blind spot. Let's test out this sunroof here. We have it opened with one touch. Opens right up, brings the outside in. We got plenty of sun, so much sun. We're like in a J.J. Abrams Star Trek movie right now. There's so much sun coming down here. Lens flares, that's the word. As we're driving down the highway now, let's also test out these different modes. So the individual setting is kind of like a custom setting. Let's put it on a sport mode, and you can see in the center of the dashboard, as you cycle through, it also changes to tell you which mode you're in. So now we're in the comfort setting. Slippery. Around these parts, we call that slippy. So this will help you in rain or snow weather, which we get a lot of in these parts. It'll help you give a little more traction. And then off-roading. So off-roading, it says max. Oh wow. It also shifted us into first gear. So this would probably be an appropriate time to make one of these disclaimers where there are so many features on this vehicle that there's no way in just a short video that I'm going to be able to go through them all. So feel free in the comments to tell me some of your favorite features, tell me some things I missed, tell me some things you'd like to see more of, and then later when we come back, we could maybe sit down with Anthony. He could do a walk around video and get some more information, because there are so many things down here. We probably want to do a whole video just of the back seat and that entertainment system, things like that. So let us know in the comment section below. All right, so now let's test out the cruise control. We had that. So now just by pulling it forward, we set the cruise control at 41 miles an hour. Now we could accelerate and decelerate just with a flick. Oh, that went a whole 5 miles an hour slower and a 5 miles an hour. So that actually can't be too much easier than that. So now we're in the parking lot here at one of the stores in Greensburg, and say we want to, back our way up into a parking spot. And I want you to listen. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear, but when we put the car into reverse, the backup camera activates, opens up, and then pops up on the screen here. You can see the guide, and we have two different cameras. We have the regular backup camera, and then we have a panoramic view. So it gives you a little bit extra view on the side of the vehicle as well, so that you could see when you're backing up, it has that extra guide. When you move the wheel, it moves the guide as well. We're actually lined up perfectly straight. We could pull up and pull right into the spot here at Toys R Us. You could throw the car into park and then go see your friend Larry and see if he has any action figures for you. Anthony, I don't want to give this car back.
Right, man?
Oh my gosh. Do you have a few minutes before I hand over the keys just to go over a couple questions?
Of course, absolutely.
All right, awesome. Let's take a look. All right, so the first question we had was about the mirror. Seems like there's a lot more going on than just a regular mirror with the buttons and everything. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Of course, there are 3 separate selectable buttons here along the bottom of the mirror, and you'll also find a little light to the left. The light to the left is your signal button, which will sort of illuminate whenever you're presetting any of the 3 buttons, which can be used for an electronic garage door opener or even for like a home security system.
Oh, okay. And then some more of the buttons up here. We have the emergency calls and a couple other buttons. Those are just...
Yes, those are part of a package that we have that's called Embrace. It's slowly transforming into Mercedes Me. It's something that we offer here at Mercedes-Benz to offer things such as roadside assistance, an emergency system which is called Secure, which can actually call in the event of an emergency. There's also the I button that you see here, which is the concierge button. Concierge button can be used to do everything from calling Embrace, as well as you can even do like flight reservations and hotel recommendations and restaurant recommendations, things like that. There's also some components as well which are integrated into the central system, such as in-car Wi-Fi and a few other options. So.
Awesome. Down here on the console, we have the different driving settings,
Yes.
But then we also have a couple buttons up here. Can you tell us what these are?
Of course. So in addition to the dynamic select dial, which can dial in 5 separate driving modes, which will change the shift points of the engine and the steering, you also have a couple of additional buttons that you notice right up here. This button here with the car in the square will actually pull up vehicle data and engine data in real time on the screen for you. The button with the M on it is actual a manual shifting mode, which can switch you from the dual clutch automatic over to a manual shifting, allowing you to use the paddle shifters. As well as this button here that shows the car off-roading with DSR, that is the downhill speed regulator. So when you initiate that button, the downhill speed regulator will actually regulate you down a steep hill so you don't have to use the brake.
Okay, so now the backseat entertainment system, you got the 2 monitors in the backs of the seats, and then you have the disc drive here.
You got it.
Tell us a little bit more about how it's operating, because I don't see too many controls or too many buttons.
Everything's wireless. So in this particular vehicle, you have already the mounted rear seat entertainment, which enables you to use a wireless control to control either screen. Also, too, there's a little switch on that control which tells you whether or not you're operating the left screen or the right screen. So if you want to even be able to sort of switch what's on what display, as well as with the wireless headsets, there's actually an option as well to switch between the left and the right display. So if you want to be able to listen to what's playing on the left screen or listen to what's playing on the right screen, you can simply flip the switch and switch between both of the screens, all with the wireless.
And it's all headphones, so you're not bothering the people up front.
You got it.
Wow. Very cool. One of the things I definitely want to ask you about is when you pulled up, I noticed that the inside of these lights actually moved. They actually shifted and moved with your driving. Tell us more about that.
Mercedes-Benz LED intelligent lighting system is going to not only give you all the LED technology with the daytime running lights, the high beams, even just your regular headlamp, but as you mentioned, you also have active curve illumination. So anytime you're going around a bend, because of the electronic steering, the vehicle is sensing that you're beginning to try to make a left turn or a right turn, and as soon as it senses that you're starting to want to make that turn, the active curve illumination begins to bend even before you do, so that you can always see in what direction that you're going. Also too, because of that, of this technology, you also have adaptive high beams. So in addition to have headlights that come on when they need to come on, your high beams can also come on any single time that they have to.
Wow. Anthony, thank you very much for allowing me to review and test drive this vehicle. If you have any other question or want more information, check out SmailMercedesBenz.com. Ask for Anthony. He'll get you hooked up with whatever you need. If you want to see our other First Gear episodes, check out our playlist at Smail Auto on YouTube. Leave some comments, leave some reviews for us in the comment section. I know there has to be plenty that we missed in this vehicle. Let us know. We love to hear from you. This has been First Gear. Anthony, thank you.
Thanks again. you go.